Hello everybody, Lord Almighty here. Today is Saturday, June 14th, 2025, and we just had a pretty big amount of rain move through the area, so I thought I would hit some drains this afternoon. Not sure how long I'm going to be fishing. The rain has pretty much stopped, so if there is a bite window, it might not be open for very long, but I'm going to get while the getting's good and see if I can't hang into a few bass. There we go, fish on. All right. Well, we got at least one on the drains. There we go. Not bad. Maybe pushing 2 pounds. All right. Gotta love it, man. There we go. All right. Looks like another one that's pushing 2 pounds. This one's stout. Look at that belly on this thing. It almost looks like a pre-spawn fish. Wow. All right, you little football. Get back in there. Oh, geez. I did not feel a hit. Here he goes. I just saw my line going that way really fast. That was funny. Yeah, I had no clue there was a fish on. My line was just moving. That's cool. Well, those first 3 bites I got came within about 10 minutes. It has been about another 10 minutes with 0 bites. So I put the jig away and I am going to change it up with the wacky worm. Maybe a more subtle presentation will get some more bites. Fish on. Oh, he's off. That was a nice looking fish. That was one of those almost 2-pounders. And he was not right up on the pipe. He was much further back. All right, well, they're hitting the wacky worm too. So these fish are definitely active. Oh wow, that was another one that just grabbed it and took off with it. Oh! He came off. God, I'm missing a ton of fish today. This is not good. I mean, I was late on the hook set with that one for sure, but wow, all right. Well, I think the reason why I'm missing fish on the wacky rig is because I was using a pretty small wacky hook. I actually just started using those smaller hooks this year, and I've already noticed I'm missing more fish than usual with that hook. So I just decided to put on a bigger hook. Maybe that'll help. I find that when I use small hooks and I hook bigger fish on them, I do wind up losing quite a few of them. Not all of them, but a noticeable number. So if you think you're gonna run into some larger size fish, just use larger size hooks. I can see the current coming out of that pipe diminishing. So this bite might not last much longer. Hope I can get at least 1 or 2 more fish before it dies completely. These sorts of bites are so weather dependent. It's not that often where you can run it. So when it happens, you gotta get while the getting's good. Oh, he's off. That was a hit for sure. Well, I missed that fish too. Maybe hook size doesn't matter. Maybe I'm just not very good at this today. Well, the flow out of this pipe has gone down to almost nothing, and I'm not getting any more bites. So I am going to hit 1 more pipe on this pond before this bite is completely over, if it's not already. All right, well, there's not a ton of current coming out of this spot either, so this might be a short one, but I'm gonna give it a try anyway. Because really all I wanted to do was run the drain pipes, and if that stops, then I'm probably just gonna go home. Hopefully we can sneak 1 or 2 fish out of this spot before the bite totally shuts down. Ooh, that was a fish. And you know how you can tell? He ripped the Senko right out of the hook keeper. All right, let's toss another one in there. There we go. All right. Oh my goodness. Would you look at that? That's the same fish that took my Senko. And I actually hooked the Senko out of his mouth. That is absolutely wild. Thought you could take my bait, didn't you? Fish on. All right, come on up. Yes. That's a pretty solid one. I am absolutely on board with that. Well, the bite has pretty much completely dried up, so I'm gonna call it here. But this was a fun little afternoon session. Didn't have to think too hard, just went fishing on a pattern that I know really well. Caught a few nice bass, missed more than I care to, and I taught one sticky-finned largemouth a very valuable lesson. Never steal from large tackle box. Thank you all so much for joining me, and I will see you on the next adventure.